welcome to the Axé All Day podcast, and I have a very special treat for you today. I am sitting in the studio with the one and only Katrina Cope. Absolutely incredible. Katrina, would you be so kind as to introduce yourself?
Well, my name is Katrina Cope. I do music. I'm a full-time musician, vocalist, songwriter, teacher, improv performer, recording artist, and I like to do jewelry and I like to paint.
An all-around creative, absolutely phenomenal. The first show that I went to when I got to Seattle in January, I think it was a February show at the High Dive, was you and Marmalade, and blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. It was incredible. And I remember seeing you and Gertie and I think Baby were talking outside a High Dive, and like at the time I smoked cigarettes, so I was smoking a cigarette and I was like glancing out the side of my eye and I was thinking like, oh my God, she's like right there. Like it was to me like the coolest thing. And then I found out about MoJam Monday and I ended up at MoJam, and I was bouncing around Seattle a little bit with a broken heart and trying to heal and find my way. And I had met Brian Burnett, who you know very well. He was just on the show, and he had told me to come out to MoJam because it was your night to be the featured artist. And I went and I signed up, and then there you were, and I had no idea that you were the same person that was fronting Marmalade. Mm-hmm. And I got to be on stage with you. And that full circle for me, one, it blew my mind. Second, to meet you and to be in that space where you hold court and are just an absolute powerhouse of a vocalist and a creative and an improviser. You supported me through that very first time I ever did improv vocals in any way. And I shared this with you before, but in that moment, this healing light appeared inside of my body and burned off so much shadow and so much pain and so much heartache. You are the catalyst for a moment that changed my life forever. Forever. And that is why I wanted to have you on the podcast today, to share you with the world, to help people see you, your heart, and the magic that you create in the world. You are incredible.
Thanks. Wow. Yeah. I know you just recently told me that story like on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. I didn't know that it affected you so much, and that's like really cool to hear. I do remember that. And I remember you saying, I've never done this before. And I was like, okay, well, here we go, you know? And I was like, I mean, it definitely, when I do MoJam, I've done improv so many times, and I've been a band leader for so long and done this for so long that I know that I'm there to help teach or facilitate or like provide a comfortable space to be able to do that for people that have no idea, that are like scared, but they're like, I want to try it. So, you know, yeah, MoJam's a great place for that. And I'm just so happy that I was there for you, because I remember that. I remember band leading. I just felt really on, because sometimes you're not on. Sometimes you don't feel on because it's improv. It's like, where are you at? And that I remember that. And I'm just feeling like I was really on, and I'm like, cool, I'm going to like help this guy, you know, like I just want to show him how it's done so that, you know, then he knows what he can work up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did so much more than show me how it's done. And over the last, I would say 6-7 months, we've gotten to know each other a little bit better. We have been in each other's orbit and become friends. And it's just been so beautiful to be in your tribe. Like truly, it really is, because I spent a lot of my life alone as a creative, the kind of creative that I am. Growing up in Montana, I was an outlier. big time, not only for the color of my skin, but for the ideas that I held and the beliefs that I had. So even going back to like when I saw you performing with Marmalade, I was just like, wow, there are people out here in Seattle who are being 100% authentic in who they are. Your fashion and your sense of style is so uniquely you, and it's amazing. And being surrounded by like you and Raul and my friend Asher and Brian and all these people has just really given me the courage in such a deeper way to fully express who Andrew is. And the more that I do that and the more that I lean into that, the deeper my connections with people go. And again, you've been such a big part of that. And I'm so grateful.
Thank you.
I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful.
So